Hey, get the payday. Payday. You want payday? I know that. Canelo Alvarez's own countryman, Juan Manuel Marquez, is pulling for David Benavidez. In a recent leaked FaceTime, he was on a FaceTime call with David Benavidez. He says, "We are pulling for you to fight for all the titles and get the Canelo fight." And he basically sent him well wishes. That is what I want to talk about in this video. Let's talk about it. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Subscribe to the channel. It's free. I am the best in the business, and it's not even close. For all your boxing news, this is your one-stop shop. Now, David Benavidez, he has an upcoming fight against Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade. The people of boxing pretty much believe that this is a tough out for both fighters. It's a very good fight. It's a Thanksgiving fight, the week of Thanksgiving. I certainly am looking forward to it. And they did an all-access episode. Showtime is getting out of the boxing business, but they are still spending some of their resources to close their year, which is good to see, because sometimes when companies liquidate or go out of business, even though Showtime's not going out of business entirely, they're just canceling their boxing programming. But knowing that decision, sometimes companies just pull the plug on all resources because they know this is not something we're going to be doing in 2024. So it's good to see that Showtime is going out with a bang with some good fights. David Morrell Jr., Jamal Charlo being back on the same card as Benavidez, Andrade, etc. In this all-access episode, you have Marco Antonio Barrera, Mexican legend out of Mexico, gave us classic fights with Eric Morales. He's with David Benavidez, right? And he's of that era, the same era as Juan Manuel Marquez. He seemingly FaceTimes him and calls him and gets him like patched in with David Benavidez. And David Benavidez is listening as Marquez basically says, "We are pulling for you. We want you to get the fight with Canelo. We are rooting for you. Our hearts are with you," etc., etc. So, in my opinion, this is a bad look for Canelo Alvarez. Reason being, the reason I truly feel this way is because Canelo is from Guadalajara, Mexico, right? So he's from Mexico. We know Nacho Beristain and Marquez are from Mexico, the Romanza gym, famous boxing gym. And they're pulling for a guy who really is a Chicano. And he's not even full Mexican. He's half Mexican and half Ecuadorian out of Arizona. So somebody who was born in the States, you are almost like siding with them, so to speak, and pulling for them. And I don't have a problem with that, because I don't believe in like national pride where you can't be realistic. You can root for whoever you want to, vote, root, put your heart, your bets with whoever you want. I don't really care. That's on you. But for me, I'm just saying that oftentimes we see this national pride in boxing where people like tend to kind of favor the people of the same ethnicity or race in the sport of boxing. We've seen it time and time again. I've talked about it, I've addressed it, etc. So to see a guy from Mexico, Marquez, and another guy who's from Mexico, Canelo, and Marquez has always had criticisms of how Canelo moves. And just with this clip, I thought this clip was fire with Benavidez, but he's basically kind of co-signing, if you will, and vouching for Benavidez, saying, "Hey, we really want you to get this fight." I told you for as long as people would listen on my channel, which is to this day Wilder Voice, that the walls are closing in on Canelo Alvarez. It's just what it is. You can say whatever you want. Canelo Alvarez, he's about 33, 34 years old, and now people are seeing some of the things that I've said years ago. And Canelo is almost a diva in the way he moves. And I feel in the country of Mexico, who really loves its boxing, that's not respected. You look at the giants of Mexican boxing, you look at the Barreras and Moraleses and Julio Cesar Chavez Sr., You look at Juan Manuel Marquez and Salvador Sanchez. You look at all these greats from Mexico, and none of them got down like Canelo in terms of like picking their fights. Like, you literally look at Marquez's body of work. He fought prime Pacquiao when Pacquiao was the Tasmanian devil, and his speed was vicious. He had the velocity and ferociousness. This is a prime Pacquiao that we're talking about. You have Marquez, who fought Floyd Mayweather. I mean, who didn't he fight? He fought everybody, even the guys who were relevant at the time, like Michael Katsidis. He fought Tim Bradley later, and, you know, other newcomers like Mike Alvarado. He fought everybody. And same thing with Morales, and, you know, you have him who fought Pacquiao as well. You have Barrera, who fought Pacquiao. They all mixed them. Nacho Beristain is a great coach. You know, Barrera, he fought Prince Nassim Hamed and schooled him up, who was a thrilling fighter of the time. And you have Canelo, who comes up, he's younger, so he comes up in a different era, kind of the social media era, now TikTok era. And the way he moves is just, you can't respect it as much, you know, as the fighters of yesteryear. That's why the fighters of yesteryear, it's going to be really hard to top them, because the guys, a lot of them have 40, 50, 60, 70 fights plus. And in addition, Canelo does have a lot of fights. He has like 60 some fights, but Canelo, the way he moved was not the same. You know, he does take some good fights here and there, but then he'll also fight like a bunch of European fighters and guys no one wants to see him fight. And now that's why I believe you have Marquez, who's kind of vouching for an American guy as opposed to his own countrymen. And some people say, oh, Marquez is hating and it's envy, but it doesn't make sense. Like, even when I make these videos, I give you guys what's going on in boxing. Some people say, oh, you're hating, you're jealous of Canelo. Yeah, I'm jealous of a 5'8" redhead guy with freckles. You know what I mean? What does that even mean? They don't address what's actually being said by Boxingego, what's being said by Marquez or whoever has the criticism. So it's easy to just write it off and say, oh, you're hating, but it becomes much harder to justify the arguments and explain away why Canelo has done certain things that he's done throughout his career. As far as David Benavidez, it goes without saying, the world of boxing wants that fight. You can make all the excuses in the world. You can lie to yourself. You can front. You can type all the long comments and essays in the comment section. But the reality is that would be a big fight. You got two English and Spanish speaking fighters, Benavidez and Canelo. Benavidez is a former 2X champion with basically the interim belt. You have Canelo, who's undisputed, but there really is a dispute because David Benavidez at the moment is undefeated. We'll see what happens in the Andrade fight, but that'll be another certified win if he's able to get past Andrade, a guy that Canelo has avoided. So David Benavidez is making quite the name for himself by taking on tasks that the world has wanted to see Canelo fight. And Benavidez is doing it the same year he fought Caleb Plant. I mean, that's a hell of a year. You tell me, here's a question. I'll leave you with this. If Benavidez fought March 25th against Caleb Plant, and then now he's fighting Andrade the same year, name the last time where Canelo fought two separate guys that were desired fights in the same year, period. Drop that in the comment section. So the year of 2018, 2020, 21, or whatever year, tell me the year where he fought two top guys in the weight class that people wanted to see Canelo fight. Let me know in the comment section. I'm the best in the business, and it's not even close to them. Introducing Super Thanks. Right here on the official Boxingego YouTube. Super Thanks allows you, the viewers, to show a little bit of extra gratitude, which enables me as a full-time content creator to push out the content you need in the world of boxing. Underneath all the videos, you will see a heart with the $sign in it. You can enter any amount that you find suitable as a super thanks. A brand new, interactive, and colorful way to get your comments highlighted and noticed by not only myself, but other people on the YouTube platform. Super thanks, a unique and cool way to show and applaud us full-time content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Super thanks. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working.